up on Paseo News, we have a story on prom royalty and who's running this year. We have another game show our reporter Shari Martin pulled together. And we have another round of Did You Know with co-anchor Catherine Cade. Those stories and more coming up right now on Paseo News.
Kansas City Public Schools, you are watching KCPS-TV. Our stories, our schools, our station.
Hello and welcome to Paseo News. I'm Sydney White. Last Friday, here at Paseo, there was a performance from Devon Bailey named Setting the Stage. Reporter Shari Martin spoke with one of the dance majors about how it went.
I spoke with dance major Cortiana Jimenez about the performance from Devon Bailey, Setting the Stage, that happened this previous Friday.
The Devon Bailey performance was very interesting. It always is. The dancers danced very well. It was a very good performance.
I also asked her how many times has she seen this particular performance.
I have seen this performance like 10,000 times. They come every single year. 10,000 times a year.
She also spoke on how she feels students at Paseo who aren't dance majors don't truly know how to understand movements of the dancers and how it gets to her when she hears students giggle or make side comments through the performance.
Students come that aren't dance majors and be there at performances, like making comments and laughing at what they wear and the different dance movements. It really makes me upset because dance is serious and you do not do that, especially at a performance in a nice theater.
According to our dance majors here at Paseo, dance is a very serious and they take offense to some students who laugh at or make insensitive comments about the performance. Prom is coming up soon, and that means many are getting ready to run for prom royalty. We talked to someone who won prom in the past year.
This is footage from 2014's prom, and you can see that everyone is having a good time.
I'm excited for prom. It's about to be lit.
Thank you.
This is Kiera Johnson, senior here at Paseo. She won Prom Princess last year and gives some advice on people who want to run this year.
I ain't really expected, so I was excited, but it felt good to be like chosen by your peers. Ask people to vote for you. Don't be too confident that you're gonna win, because ain't no guarantee you're gonna win, but just promote yourself.
She also mentioned to me that if you really want to win, you have to put your best foot forward.
Good luck to those who are running this year. May the odds be ever in your favor. Deja Grayett is one of many who are running for prom royalty this year. Deja is one of many who are shared why she is running. Winning isn't everything. Deja is a senior here at Paseo. She's one of many running for prom royalty. Her goals aren't set on winning. She just wants to have fun and see if she has a chance.
I feel like I'm the underdog of everyone else that is running because I'm not really a part of the popular crowd. The fact that I run for prom queen, even if I don't win, it would just be a nice experience to say, oh, I ran and had a chance.
Co-anchor Catherine Cade talked to college director Danny Poon about FAFSA and how important it is.
Danny Poon, college director for 2 years here at Paseo, tries to help students fill out their FAFSA before deadline. He explains to us what FAFSA is.
FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. It's something that every senior has to sign up for to understand how much money the government will be able to assist them with. And they'll have to do it every single year once they're in college. It's just to help them get grants, loans, work study.
Mr. Poon explains to us the difference between need-based aid and merit-based aid.
So merit-based aid is usually based on either essays or what your cumulative GPA is, which is your average from your freshman year to senior year. That's going to be merit-based, whereas need-based is going to be, like I said, based on the FAFSA. And the FAFSA is going to give you an estimated family contribution, EFC, and it can range anywhere from 0 to thousands. And if the lower it is, the more likely you'll get need-based.
Mr. Poon advises underclassmen to start getting an understanding of what FAFSA is and start talking to your parents.
Underclassmen try to get a head start on understanding what this is, talking to parents about the tax information, which I know it can be uncomfortable with some families, but understanding what that is so that when it comes to senior year, they know what they're looking for.
Mr. Poon also threw a party for the seniors that filled out their FAFSA before his set deadline, February 29th, because he says he knows how stressful the process is and he feels that 60+% that did turn it in should be rewarded. Last week, reporter Lanisha Lene brought us a story on HBP in our segment on Black Health. She's back with more information. Having high blood pressure can lead to diabetes. We spoke with Nurse Puser regarding facts on diabetes and why the rate of it is so high in the Black community. She states that reasons why African Americans are more likely to have diabetes is because our society, Blacks tend to be a little less fortunate than others and can't afford health insurance. Also, lack of nutrients and exercise. The unhealthy foods tend to always be cheaper than the healthier foods, which causes people to go for the unhealthy food.
African Americans are, in some reports, twice as likely to have type 2 diabetes. But with that, they also are, I think 6 times more likely to suffer from an amputation.
Take caution in what you eat and also be sure to get plenty of exercise. We have an update on Prom Robotics team. Shelby Payne has more in the story in the newsroom. Shelby?
The robotics team is closer to their deadline for this year's Stronghold competition. The robotics team is getting closer to the deadline for this year's Stronghold competition. According to Henry, this year's competition is more complex than the other years. The team has not created a robot that can only lift items, but the robot will eventually be lifting itself and knocking down obstacles as well. Paseo's robotics team is determined to meet their goal and their deadline and to get their goal accomplished.
When you get a good team together, you can exceed expectations. And I think that we will be able to do that again this year, in this year's competition, by having a good team and sticking together and working as a team together to get to our goal, which will be the finals.
Paseo's robotics team hasn't been to finals for at least about 10 years. That is until last year. Good luck to Henry and the robotics team. I'm reporter Shelby Payne. Back to you.
Thanks, Shelby. Shakespeare competition is a thing of the past, but hey, Trayvon Wainwright brings it to the present.
Mind blowing, I was so happy.
Junior Trayvon Wainwright participated in the citywide ESU National Shakespeare competition.
But then her breasts are done. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. I have seen roses damask red and white.
Even though he didn't win, he still remained humble and learned from this experience.
I didn't understand exactly why, but then again, with me being a junior in high school, it's always next year. So I'm gonna keep a smile on my face and keep moving on to future things, future productions and all that. Now that I look back at it now. So I learned a lot of different things, and next year I'm sure to get that win.
He is a stud. A very pitiful.
You're right, Trayvon, there's always next year. We're right behind you. Kansas City District football players met up together at the Chiefs practice field.
Kansas City Public Schools football teams met up at the Chiefs practice place.
Common courtesy in the streets. Of course, the laws against using interracial bathrooms, waiting rooms, all of it was a way of reinforcing the fundamental inferiority of black people.
The documentary talks about the first 4 African American football players and how segregation affected them.
Young men, and they sit here, you guys sit here, and you all watch this film. What is most interesting to me is what did you really get out of that film? What did you get out other than they were very skillful in football? What else did you?
Chiefs Hall of Fame Bobby Bell talks about his personal experience with segregation.
It was around the corner. I came to Kansas City in 1963, and this stuff is still going on, This stuff is still going on.
The event was concluded with Mike Jones handing the golden ball to Southwest.
Many of the boys spoke on going to the NFL someday. Coming up after the break, we have another Did You Know segment with co-anchor Catherine Cade. Stay tuned.
Marcia, what happened?
Peter hit me in the nose with a football. I can't go to the dance like this.
Well, I'm sure it was an accident, sweetheart.
An eye for an eye. That's what Dad always says.
I never said that, honey.
Shut up! Time to teach Peter a lesson.
Marcia, eat a Snickers.
Why?
You get a little hostile when you're hungry. Better? Better.
Marcia, Marcia, Marcia.
Jan, this isn't about you.
It never is.
Black History Month might be over, but we still have some historical African Americans we want to share with you. Catherine Cade helps us out with that. Kat?
Thanks, Sydney. Like Sydney said, we still have some successful people making history. Did you know Ray Charles Robinson was born on September 23rd, 1930, born in Albany, Georgia. Ray Charles was a pioneer for soul music for his mixture of jazz, blues, and gospel. Ray Charles reached a traumatic time in his life after witnessing his brother drowning. Shortly after the death, Charles began to lose his sight and was sent to the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. There, he began to learn how to read and write in Braille. Charles recorded more than 60 albums and performed over 10,000 concerts. On June 10, 2004, Charles died of liver disease. Ray Charles' legacy will live on forever. Did you know that Diana Ross is an American singer, songwriter, actress, and record producer? Born and raised in Detroit, she rose to fame as a founding member and lead singer of the vocal group The Supremes. You might know her for her top songs, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, When You Tell Me That You Love Me, If We Hold On Together, or Upside Down. Although she never won a Grammy, she and the Supremes racked up 12 nominations. Diana, 71 years old, is living healthy in her home in Detroit, Michigan. Did you know Michael Jackson had an amazing chart-topping career being a part of the group Jackson 5, which included Michael Jackson and 4 of his biological brothers, and also his solo artist career. Born in 1958 in Gary, Indiana, MJ had 5 brothers and 3 sisters that always keep him company. Michael Jackson began singing with the Jackson 5 at the age of 5 and later started his solo career at the age of 13. Hits after hits. For over 40 years, they crowned MJ the King of Pop. June 25, 2009, MJ passed due to cardiac arrest. He will forever be remembered from his moves, songs, and personality. Did you know that Christopher Wallace, otherwise known as the Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls, is one of the most iconic rappers from the East Coast? He arose to fame through Sean Combs, better known as P. Diddy, when he heard his mixtape. He is also known well from the controversial disputes against his once friend, Tupac Shakur, who thought Biggie set him up to get shot at a recording studio in New York. Did you know Tupac Shakur was a poet before he became a rapper? Tupac was an American actor. He stars in the movie Juice and Poetic Justice with singer Janet Jackson. Tupac has sold over 1 million records worldwide. Some of his popular songs are Hail Mary, Dear Mama, California Love, Changes, and Only God Can Judge Me. Tupac was on his way to see a boxing match in Las Vegas, but sadly, the celebrity was shot and died 7 days later in the hospital on September 13, 1996. Tupac's killer is still unknown till this day. Did you know Kanye Amari West, or as you may know him as Yeezus, was born on June 8, 1977 in Atlanta, Georgia, but raised in Chicago, Illinois? After high school, West received a scholarship to attend Chicago American Academy of Art in 1997, but dropped out. West started writing his poems when he was 5, but ventured to rapping in the 3rd grade. Kanye worked as a producer with success after turning out hit singles for Common, Ludacris, and Cameron. West got his big break when Jay-Z asked him to produce several tracks on his album, The Blueprint. West finally released his album, College Dropout, in February 2004. Did you learn anything, or was that just a refresher? I'm Catherine Cade. Back to you, Sid.
Thanks, Kat. Coming up after the break, we have some upcoming things happening at Paseo and a special game show. Stay tuned.
Hey, Ralph, can I have a Dorito?
Sure, when pigs fly.
Take it.
Good boy.
Our reporter Shari is back with another special called Did You Do That Dance? She let students draw a dance and a song from a jar, and the students gave a small performance. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I did. I got the nay-nay. Yeah. Duh, the explorer. I'm the map. Hey, hey.
Are you serious, dude? SpongeBob, FUN song, fun song, whatever, remix.
All right, no, sorry for the inconvenience, but his dance has been changed to whip. The whip. The whip.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea.
Hey, I got Millie Rock. All right, I got Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
World so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Our students at Paseo are seriously entertaining. Shari will be back next week with another round of Do That Dance. Ready for spring break? Paseo having spring break school for the third year in a row. Spring Break Academy is what the teachers are calling Spring Break School. This will be the third annual Spring Break Academy here at Paseo, starting Monday, March 14th through Wednesday, March 16th, from 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. for the 7th through 11th graders. The district will be providing transportation. Here are some upcoming things happening at Paseo. The theme for this year's fashion show is inspired by the show Empire. As the designers continue to work on project, Miss Lucas is holding a model boot camp every other Monday to allow models to kill the runway. The fashion show is April 9th, 2016. Prom will be held on April 29, 2016, from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. at the Embassy Suites on the Plaza, 220 West 43rd Street, 64111. Tickets will be $60 per person. If you would like to run for prom royalty, you can get an application in room 134. It's almost that time of the year for the 8th graders to take their next step on choosing a major and to start their high school journey. Paseo will be holding an open auditions for outside students on Thursday, March 3rd at 3 p.m. here at our school located on 4747 Flora Ave. This week we have another Arts Madness segment with Dondre Bynum. Dondre?
This week on Arts Madness, we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to take it back behind the voice and the notes from these three ladies from last week, and we're going to look into their stories and why they choose to sing the songs that they sang. Let's check it out.
I don't know, I just feel like I should sing this song. I don't know, when I get in my feelings, I just sing this song. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are. Because of who you are, I'll give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, and I worship you. Because of who you are, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory, Jehovah Shiloh, my Prince of Peace, and I worship you because of who you are. You are Jireh, my provider, Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory, Jehovah Jireh, my Prince of Peace, and I worship you because of who you are, and I worship you because of who you are. Lord, I worship you because of who you are.
You just never know what people are going through these halls. Next week, to sign up for next week's Art Madness, sign up in the cafeteria, then come see me in room 123 or catch me in the hallways. Back to you, Sydney.
Thanks, Andre. We truly do have some talent at Paseo. We're back with the Trill with Devon Bailey. Devon.
Thanks, Sid. Oh, hey, there you are. Welcome back to the Trill. I have a special treat for you today, and I have help from my fellow 2K16 seniors to help me out with that. Check it out.
Taliban, I'm gonna shoot you. Yeah. Jumpin', them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my
rock like me, can't sexy walk like me, can't hit the corn like me, ayy, bet you can't drop like me, can't hit the folks like me, can't nay like me, can't Dito shuffle like me, like, no, bitch can't do it like me.
If you would like to see yet another special right here on the Trill, come talk to me in room 123. You know where I be. I'm out. Back to you, Sydney.
Thanks, Devon. Stay connected to your weekly newscast by liking us on Facebook. You can do so by logging on to Facebook and search Paseo Fine and Performing Arts, like us, and get notifications on updates. You can also send us a message on what you would like to see on Paseo News, or you can submit a Trill so you can be on the next Trill segment. Thanks for watching Paseo News. I'm Sydney White. Have a great day.